Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to talk about the first part of healing from domestic violence trauma. But before I get started, I just want to introduce myself again. My name is Andrea and I am a domestic violence survivor, and I'm here to spread my experience to anyone out there so they can feel knowledgeable of what it is that I've been through and some of the red flags maybe to look out for if you are in a domestic violence situation, or if you are a survivor and you're looking to find out more information on how you can heal yourself and move forward with your life. So in order to move forward with healing from trauma, there's a stage that you have to go through usually, and that would be the grieving stage. And that comes in that would be the grieving phase, and that comes in 5 different stages. And to grieve means that it's a natural response to loss. So while I speak of this today, we're going to be speaking on domestic violence and loss of a loved one, or just dealing with the separation from somebody who you were attached to or whom you loved. So to get started, the 5 phases of grief, and I do have them written down, so I will be looking at my notes as I do my video. The 5 stages of grief are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. For the first one, when we speak of denial, usually you're grieving that the relationship failed. You have the saying or the thoughts in your mind that said, wow, this can't be happening to me. How could this be happening to me? And that would be the denial phase. Then you have number 2, the anger phase. And that would be when you're mad at yourself for not realizing the abuse. And you question yourself, why is this happening and who is to be blamed for it? Then you have the 3rd phase. The 3rd phase is the bargaining phase. In this phase, you think that the grieving is fantasy and you want to change it and you want to make it believable again, or you want to continue the relationship or get back into it without worrying or being concerned of your self-worth. In that phase, usually your mindset would be like, make it go away, or I'll do anything to make you return, or I don't want to deal with this, so come back and I'll do some sort of bargaining with you. I'll do whatever it is that you're wanting. Zia, Mama, come on now. Stop drinking water while I'm videoing. Go sit, please. Do you want to say hi in my video? Come say hi. This is my Zia. Look over there. Look at the camera. Okay, look at the camera right there. See, look. Over there. Look, Mama, the camera up here. Look at my finger. Over there. Look. Okay, good girl. Okay, down, I have to do the video. Number four is the depression phase. During the depression phase, you wonder if, well, first it would be, did I do the right thing? And then your mindset would be, I'm sad to do anything. And you feel as if you can't move on with life, and you just stay in a very low vibration. You're staying very low, like a low vibration. That's sometimes could be when you're not healing through depression. It could lead to harm to yourself and your body, because some people do substance abuse or don't get themselves out of that deep depression, and it causes a lot of health issues. Number 5, the phase of acceptance. The acceptance phase is after all said and done and you feel like you went through most of the grieving process. You feel as if you don't feel guilty. So not feeling guilty, and you feel at peace and harmony with yourself regardless of the outcome. And you're feeling peace because of what had happened, and that you're out of it and you're able to move forward without having any kind of other bad thoughts. To care for yourself during the stages of grief, you want to have acknowledgement of the pain. So when you're acknowledging the pain, it is because it's unresolved grief can lead to depression and anxiety. And that causes health problems and also substance abuse, which I had mentioned earlier with the depression phase. Another tip for caring for yourself is journaling or letter writing. Express your loss in a writing format, either putting an entry into a journal or writing a letter to your younger self or to whom it is that you have lost, and putting all of your thoughts and process it through the paper, and then you read it later on, but at least you have it written down. It's out of your mind, out of your system, and it is good to journal over time. I can't play right now. Come on, Zia. For caring for yourself during the stages of grief, so you have acknowledging the pain, journal or letter writing, and then you have activities and nature. So you want to enjoy the outdoors I apologize. She's just playful today. We left off activities and nature. So enjoying the outdoors with the fresh air, and also doing activities that engage the mind and help you feel enjoyment. That's just keeping the positive mindset in place. And also, the more that you move and the more you're active, the more your body feels a healthy response where it won't be depressed. Okay. And then you have, for caring for yourself, you have the feeling free from judgment or shame. You have to get that in your mind. This is something that I could not overcome. I still have a little bit of feeling judgment from people, and it kind of keeps me a little bit to myself sometimes, and not feeling willing enough to have free talk or freedom to talk about things that have happened, because I feel shameful still. I've gotten over it mostly, but I still have that little bit of feeling. So this would be, don't let anyone tell you to get over it. Move at your own pace. And that's how I'm doing it now, because I'm still going through that learning process of how to teach myself not to let anybody judge me. And if they do judge me, then it doesn't mean anything to me. I have my own life and my own feelings, and I should be able to just go about my day how it is that I feel, and not have somebody tell me how to feel. So again, don't let anybody tell you just get over it, because coming from domestic violence, and you're a survivor, there is no getting over it. It's just about learning how to process through everything that has happened to you. Moving on to the next one, for caring for yourself, is self-TLC. So self-tender love and care is the way I would put it. And you want to drink plenty of water. That's what I do every single day. It keeps everything balanced in your body. Eating right also keeps everything, healthy eating, healthy diet. Exercise daily. If you could do sporadic 10 or 15 minutes once a day, that would be great. If you could do more, that would be wonderful. Just a little something to keep your blood flow going through your body and keep your mindset not always focused on all the negative things that has happened, and trying to not have for 15 minutes that focus on what has happened in the past, because now we're trying to move to the future, and you won't be able to move to the future if your mindset keeps going backwards. So you want to stay in the present and work towards the future and not look back to the past. What's past is past, and it's happened. Just take it as it's happened, and it's a learning lesson. You're just looking to move forward. So again, to care for yourself during the stages of grief, you have acknowledging the pain, journal or letter writing. You want to do activities and be out in the nature, and feel free from judgment. And you also want to give yourself TLC. And those are the tips that I have for caring for yourself during the stages of grief. My next video, I'm going to discuss recovery tips after the grieving process, and then when you're moving into the healing from trauma. So that would be the next phase to move into. So I just wanted to go over all of the stages of grief again to review them. The stages of grief are denial. There's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. So those are the 5 stages of grief, and typically they don't have to go in that order. It depends on how you interpret everything throughout your situation, and you may go through all of the phases and you may go through some of the phases, but again, they don't have to be in that chronological order, and they will just be as you are healing through that grieving process. And again, once you heal and you feel you are healed through the grieving process, and you're out of that state of depression and that anxiety and anger, and you feel as if you're accepting yourself as to what has happened. So what I was saying was, once you feel you are out of the stages of grief and you went through all of those phases, then you're going to move into the trauma and how to heal the trauma, not moving into the trauma, but how to heal from the trauma that you had been through, specifically discussing domestic violence. And I will do that in my next video. I'll be discussing the trauma and how to heal from trauma and move forward with that. I'll give some recovery tips on trauma and what it is that you can heal and how to heal from that. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know below. I'd be more than happy to give more information to you. Any other information I can help you out with, just please leave a comment again below. If you feel like you want to look for more information from me and you want to hear for my next videos that come out weekly, and I had been a little bit sick, so I missed a video last week, so I'm trying to catch up. Again, just subscribe to my channel and you'll hear all my videos, and I look forward to putting more information out there. Again, I would just like to please make awareness out there on domestic violence, and I wish you all a great day, and I hope you enjoy the nature and the weather. I have my dog drinking in the background, so I have to go. Bye everyone.